streaming last night. Um, we had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun just getting through like the first little areas. Got a few weapons. But what happened is actually I went back and watched some of the footage, and there's a big dragon that we came across, and just some of the enemies in the game, volume was just super loud. Even like right now, this is just getting into it at the menu screens, and it's just like super loud. So I changed some things today on the stream where the game volume is actually, I put it down to 50%. It was at like 70, so and then I don't know, my voice is just, I don't like talking too loud, so uh, anyway, hopefully that fixes it, and we get to see some different places today. Oh, there's the dragon again. So we'll see if this is not as annoying as it was. Okay. So returning to the playthrough, I didn't play anything without you guys, so we're just picking up exactly where we left off. We have the deep axe, which I'm gonna use here, and then we're just continuing on with the knight helmet, knight armor, all the knight stuff here. This is great stuff to begin with. We did pick up the master's attire. This is kind of good for a build if you're, wanting to be as light as possible. Maybe you're like carrying a really heavy weapon or something. I don't know, some people I think use for like a challenge run too, because it just doesn't have a lot of armor on it at all. Decent against like some of the other things though, like poison and curse, not too horrible, and also early magic, lightning, and dark defense is pretty good. So, which is kind of opposite here with this one. With the knight's armor, it just has a lot of like physical defense, not so much like curse or poison. So. Anyway, that's why we're going to continue using it. We did get the east-west shield. We picked that up earlier yesterday. I didn't actually look at it, so I know you don't have my 2 cents about it. It's mainly for magic defense. So pick this up. There's a few enemies that just do magic damage, so this is really good against them. I'm still working on trying to level up so we can use our Uchi Katana, because I think that's really the weapon I want to use mostly for this playthrough. And then of course we have the trusty longsword, which just so easy to use, and I feel like I'm probably most versed with the longsword type weapons in the game. So let's just go fight some stuff, see how this axe does. I'm kind of excited to use it. I haven't used an axe in a while, so pardon if I really suck at this. My depth perception was just off. I just like whacked the air right there. Alright, let's see what I can do with this guy here. Wreck that guy. Just need an opening. What I did there is I pushed forward and attack, right, my right button, and that when he was holding his shield, it kicks him, and he gets like wide open. That stupid dragon is goddamn the most annoying thing. Okay, so we check that out a little bit here. To really progress in the level, we got to go down and go through the next area, which is off to the side. I'm just looking at parts of it right over here, so you can kind of see we'll be going. There's some guys praying over there. But before we do that, let's go ahead and I want to go back to Firelink so we can maybe do a couple things. Level up, maybe upgrade our weapons, something like that. Okay, so Firekeeper right over there. This lady, what do I need to buy from her? There's something I needed to buy from her, I think. Okay, I got my chat open here. Alright. There's something that I needed to purchase from her, I remember. Why am I forgetting what I need to do here? Tower key. Don't really need that right now. Well, whatever. I'll remember eventually. Okay.
Just good, wasn't he?
Let's go talk to Andre. No, it's the shards. Let's try to reinforce. Okay, so I do have some Titanite shards to actually increase the attack on these weapons here. Oh man, it's hard to choose. So this will do 121 plus 19. Do over 200. I'm definitely go with a deep battle axe. We're just gonna upgrade this probably a couple times here. We're gonna go too crazy with it, but I think it's gonna be a good weapon for us to begin with.
What a sick
That's spawn guy.
asking us to see talking.
Oh, look, a ghost.
Welcome home, I shall speak. Very well.
Alright,
Then
let's
touch
level up
it
a
not.
bit here. Oh, I'm getting so close to using that Ichikatana. So... yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get that. I wanna go ahead and try to get
Farewell, Ashen
to that
One.
Ichikatana as soon as possible here. Okay, let's go back to the tower on the wall. I think what I like about this area to begin with, too, just random kind of thought, which is, you know, most of my thoughts anyway. This area is really cool for, I guess, the first part of the game, just because there's so many items that you can farm from those night guys, and it's just a really good tutorial area, I think, you know, outside of like the, you know, the very first tutorial area too. So this is just, I think they did a really good job on level design and just making sure that, ooh, shit. But they both died. Okay. Yeah, I just think that they did a really good job. Like, you know, every level that you get to, you kind of learn a little bit more about how to play the game. And that's what I really get out of this game, is the gameplay part of it. Lore is really fascinating, and definitely, you know, get really into that. But I am more of just a gameplay guy. I really just like to have fun with the controls and so. Anyway, we're gonna go up here. There's a guy gonna come up right there. Try to stab you. Yellow dead. Yellow dead. Something left a note. Mob enemy head. Okay. Next part here is, you know, another gimmicky area where there's a guy over here that you can see him right in the middle there. He will turn into a big monster. Those like oil black monsters. I don't know how to describe them, but anyway, we're gonna run right on over there to get him so he does not come. I hate this guy right here. Yep. Oh, and you know what? You know why I fucked that up? Because I'm using a deep weapon, which he actually it doesn't harm him. So you're gonna have similar issues here if you don't take him out. What we want to do then is we'll go in here and equip some fire bombs, because they seem to pretty much destroy these guys pretty easily. Let's see if I can just wing it over at him. How much damage that does, and he just like sitting there. So those fire bombs, they do come in handy. Yeah, I am just playing horribly, I think, you know, for streaming. Not really doing as well as I typically do, but I also am trying to use some weapons that I don't normally use too, so I'll give myself some credit. Here is little guy. Let me just make sure to get him. He gives you a raw gem. Raw gem, good, especially early. You can modify the weapon to be a raw weapon, so it just does raw damage, and it doesn't have any scaling on it. It removes the scaling on any of the weapon. So, I think you can, yeah, you can make that jump. You can actually make that jump over to that ledge. This is a really good place to kind of stop and look. There's a guy patrolling down there. That's one of the winged knights. Big guy, kind of dangerous, especially early on. But not too difficult, really. And that's like the only. Well, there's a couple other enemies around there, but that's like the main enemy in that area. As you can see, there's something over there. There's a guy with laying, you know, dead corpse with some item. We got an item down there to go to, and yeah, so we'll be getting to those. Is that guy alive right there? Yeah. Okay. Let's just get going. some more fire bombs. Standard bolt, Titanite. It's always good. And so we can go down here and pick this up. Black fire bomb. So black fire bomb is just more powerful version of the fire bombs. So there's really two ways to go forward here. We can go down this ladder, and yeah, I'll just show you guys. Let's go. So the ladder comes down to this area. There's one guy here. Another guy pops up over that ledge, and you see all these like corpses. They're just nothing. Like, these aren't enemies. And then this guy, reaching out for something. Oh, yeah, they're reaching out for his axe. As you can see, there's that guy who's patrolling down here. So, I could go straight through here. I could fight that guy. Go straight over there to, you see there's another gate. And through that gate, you can get to the shortcut, which takes us right around back to the beginning of the level. We're actually not too far from that second bonfire, so I'm not really needing to go and do that right now. So I'm going to try to do some other things and just get some of these other items that are in this level. There's some pretty good stuff there is... I ran around the corner. And a guy up there, apparently. Yeah. Crossbow guy. Okay, crossbow guy. Let's go. Guys. Lots of stuff in here. Titanite shard. Oh, yeah, we like that. Oh, and you see that knight. You know, he's patrolling. So he doesn't patrol before you actually come in this area. So this knight, there he is. Oh, and he heard something. So he wanted to get me. Very challenging, I think. When I first came across him, I was like, doing no damage to him, and he was just wrecking me. But if you get around behind him, not too difficult. So used to playing at like a higher level where you drink Estus and it definitely fills you all the way back up. One thing about these old vases here, I believe they have like oil in them or something, so you definitely don't want to stand by them if there's a fire. It's kind of like a trap in there. Couple ways to go forward in here too, so let's look at what we can do. Alright, so there's this big room in here. Oop, and there's a guy right there. Wouldn't really notice it if you just kind of went straight forward. There's a doorway. Okay. Broadsword. Broadsword's super good. I like the broadsword a lot, so if that's what you're looking for, you can get one right there. This area out to the side, there's no enemies right here, so kind of a good area, like safe zone, and you can pull enemies into this area, which I really like to do. There's like dogs, there's the big axe guys, there's just kind of some normal guys down there, so we'll get to them in just a minute. Before I do that though, I wanted to go back here and show you this. this area, you would just run past this easily too. You don't really see it, you know. And it just looks like some here, and oh yeah, you can break through those. Whoa. Cool. But why go in here? What's the whole point? Well, there is an item in here that you want to get, and it's in a chest. Oh, and this is we just saw the mimic on the last video. Here's another good, well, kind of a good angle on it's so dark in here. An angle on this chest. Shows you that chain, it kind of wraps around to the back. That's how you know that it's not a mimic. Astora straight sword. Great straight sword. Long sword variant for any type of faith build. Good. Okay, so this is where this leads you, is you jump down into this area, and then really it looks like the only way to keep going is, I've got to jump down there, I can jump down here, but like either way, I'm basically going to have to jump down into this area. Oh, and the dog sees me. Whew, the dog sees me. What I might do here, I have 12 arrows. So what I might do is get out my bow, see if I can't do any damage. Okay, left button goes in like that. See how I do on this dog. Oh, actually decent damage on that thing. Kind of want to lead the enemies with the bow. Don't do much damage to that guy. Let's see. Do I do much damage to that guy? Not really. Yeah, I'm kind of cheesing these guys right now. They can just gang up on you in this room, and I always like to be kind of careful. Oh, missed. They're not too difficult, but I don't know. I'm not much of a risk taker, I'd say, with some of these games, some of these areas, because I've just know from experience, fucked it up before. So I'm gonna unequip these now, and I'm actually just gonna go jump down there and smack these people. Let's just go do it. Ready? Okay. So these are right under me there. Oh, there's actually a couple guys that I want to be aware of. This guy's going down. He hurts. Got him. Also, this dog down here. What is he looking at? Cell key. Oh. That is what I was looking for. Yes, I would like that. Thank you. Something here. Oh, Estus shard. Makes our Estus a little stronger there. And there's still a guy over here. There's still a guy over here that's patrolling. Yeah, okay. So if you can't tell, even with myself and some of these axe wielding enemies, using the axe really does leave you open. It does a lot of damage, but it's definitely, I would say, a very good weapon for PvE when you know your enemy. When you know when, I guess when you're wielding it, you gotta know when you're gonna be left open. Another really good shield right here. Another good, really good item. If you maybe picked a different class, pick that one up, pick that shield up, and it's really good. We actually might switch to that now. No. Light shield's still better, so, but that other shield does do 100% damage reduction for physical, so very good to use early on. Characters that don't start with maybe a really good shield. Anywho, what I was saying about the axe is that, you know, when you use the axe, it leaves you very vulnerable, which, you know, on any weapon, when you press the right button, your attack animation is going to leave you vulnerable in a certain spot. But axe just has a little bit longer time, like recovery time, you know, I think. And PvP, I haven't really found a really great use for axes, but it's not to say some really good people play with them. It's just not my preference. I think I prefer like more dexterity weapons, you know, something that has some unpredictability to it in terms of the attacks and their animations and every time. Oh, did I? Yeah, I made some noise up here. He's looking at me. You can do these things up. And now you have a drop down to this area, and immediately once you get down there, there's an enemy that's gonna try to attack you. In the corner there, and I think that's really the only other guy besides the patrolling winged knight there. Okay. Just gonna wait until he's kind of on the other side of the room there. Yeah, that's perfect. And then I'm gonna jump down. There's that enemy that I was talking about. And at this point, I would just recommend just running past all this. You don't need to fight him. Not really that worth it. You can pick up a couple items here, though. Remember, just run right over here. And this is where there is a couple guys. Okay. We're getting really close to the end of the level here. And to our first, well, I guess it'll be our second boss now. After the tutorial boss. There's a bunch of these knights down here again. I would not go ahead and fight those right yet, because we're gonna open up the shortcut. So open up the shortcut first, and then, you know, do whatever the fuck you want. You can go fight those guys, I don't care. You can get over there to that item by jumping. We will get that here after a bit. But I am kind of running low on Estus, so I want to make sure that I get this shortcut opened, and we have an upgrade for our Estus Flask too. Can you see there's a guy right here. Go and smack him a couple times later, and then all these guys just jump out. Kind of a little dangerous area, because they just attack very quickly and stagger you. And if they all gang up on you, bad news, bad news. Otherwise, not a whole lot here. Oh, there's a here. Green Blossom. Yeah. Green Blossom I haven't really talked about. I don't normally use it too often, but just improves your stamina regeneration. For a shortcut. Praise the fact. Okay, so here's the lever for the contraption. You can use this to bring this elevator back down if you ever need to. And just cycle where the elevator's at. Perfect. Alright. There's some throwing knives. And here's the shortcut. Pretty awesome, huh? I'm gonna let that axe guy just wander, just go up the stairs a little bit. Get this guy out of the way. Kind of annoying. You see how the enemies with the axe, they really do just wide open, you know? Just wide open. Okay, so... Oh god. Yeah, be careful with that guy. You know what? Fuck it, I'm just gonna run up here. I'm just gonna run myself up here. I don't wanna deal with y'all. Because I'm just gonna respawn you anyway. And... I hope you guys noticed where we came back to in the previous video. We did look at where that shortcut is, and this is the very first bonfire you get to when you get to the this wall that we're on. We have seen some of these summon signs too, so I'm excited to do some multiplayer, especially with some of the bosses. It's just kind of fun. I think to get to play with them. Very much Alright. So
Welcome home, Ashen one. Speak thine heart's desire.
what are we gonna do next here?
Very well.
Oh, I wanted to upgrade my Estus.
Ah, 'tis good. What need?
Yep, might as well. And can we reinforce my weapon again? We can. We have enough Titan shards. Why don't we just go ahead and do that then? Battle axe +2. Yes, please.
Pretty be careful.
So as you can see on
I
this
don't
this
wanna see
weapon,
the work
if you're
scorned.
not familiar with reading Dark Souls menus, the physical attack on this weapon is 116, and the dark attack on this is 116. It doesn't do. There's no scaling. No scaling attribute bonus on this weapon, as you can see on the bottom. And when you actually make a weapon like this later, and we'll do another one here. I think we'll make like a fire weapon or something. But the deep stone that you put on this weapon to make it the deep battle axe actually splits up the damage. Some people like that, some people don't. I don't mind it. I think it's a really good way to, do a lot of damage. And at this point, we're doing, what is that? 232 damage for each strike that we do. Now, why people don't like that type of a damage when it's split like that is because it has to go through really two barriers when you attack an enemy. Their physical defense and then also their dark defense. So sometimes this is not as effective as just using a straight physical damage weapon. Say for instance our longsword. Right now, it does scale with my strength and dexterity, and it would just do straight physical damage. There's no other damage that it does. I do not speak Spanish. I'm sorry, I do not speak Spanish. What do we want to do next? Oh yes, I do want to buy. We're just gonna buy some wood arrows. Just gonna buy a bunch of this stuff here, so let's just buy like 100. Oh, forgot you could use the right buttons there. Just buy 100 of those.
Welcome home.
And
very
let's
well.
level
Then
up.
taken up.
Alright, dexterity we can get to 16, so now we have enough dexterity to use that Uchi Katana. Let's take a look at that real quick. Uchi Katana. So this is the weapon I really want to use for this playthrough, mostly. We're going to use the axe for a little bit longer, but I really like the moveset of this, and it's just kind of like an up and down attack. See how it go over the top first and then come up. So it's not as sweeping of an attack. It's just up and down. It does have the I like the thrust. Now when you dual wield this, same thing, up and down type of attacks. You have another one like that. So hold the R2 down and then kind of, do a little more damage that way. And you do have the sword art here. Okay. What I don't like as much on katanas is they don't have that great of durability. You can see this is 35 compared to my battle axe, which is 80. Longsword, which is 70. So, like, basically just not durable at all. So we're gonna go ahead and equip our dark axe back. I keep calling it dark axe. It's a deep axe. And standard arrow, wood arrows. And, okay. Anything else we picked up? Oh, you know what? Now we can actually go and so we're gonna go back to this bonfire because we picked up a key. Oh, you don't like the axe? I like it, especially at the very beginning. It just does damage. It doesn't do damage to everything, but it's better than anything else I got right now. We'll be switching up weapons, so don't worry. I'm not going to use it forever. Yeah, but as you can see, I mean, just gets through the health of these guys. You know? Ooh. He's wrecking me. There we go. Just die. Just die. Okay. We're gonna go down and unlock Grey Rat at this point here. Which is the first NPC here. And he is gonna go... He's gonna go back to Firelink Shrine, be a vendor, so kind of a good one to get. Where is this weirdo down here? Come on. There we go. Just die. Just die. Alright. In this room again here, you see that guy over there. He's gonna throw firebombs, so just run right past everything there and whack him. Okay. Dead there. Is there a guy down here? Yeah. No. Nope, nope, nope.
Ah. You're no jailer, are you? No, you're
Not a
from
jailer.
far away. And judging by the bell, you must be some of that unkindled ash. Remarkable. Below the high wall is not the home of any lord, just an old woman. Please, I'm not asking for charity. In fact, if you do this for me, I may be. What do you say? Very well.
Yeah. Let's just grant his request. I'm sorry, I just skipped through a lot of those dialogues here. He gives you a ring, and he asks you to give it to Loretta. The ring increases damage absorption when HP is low. Good ring to have at the very beginning of the game when, you know, some parts you're going to have low HP. You know, you run out of Estus, hey, you got to do what you got to do. So, now we've completed this area here. You'll notice that this is a door that we can't open yet. This is something that's there's not a lot down there, but important later for Covenant. And what do we want to do next here? Yeah, let's just go kill the boss. I think that's really all we're gonna do. Oh, you like the Zweihander? Yeah, the Zweihander is pretty good too. I might actually go get that. So I'm gonna go take the shortcut down to the boss. Okay. When I'm coming back through here, I just like to take this guy out. Oh. He is annoying. And you can forget about him. I forgot about him so many times. So what I like to do is I like to just jump down here. Right there. Yep, just kind of get some souls here. And we'll just head on down. Took them all out right there. S is up. You know, I think I agree with you. I'm not really liking the battle axe as much as I was kind of talking it up for a while, but I don't really like it as much as maybe I thought I would. But you can't deny that damage, you know. And so until I level up that Uchigatana. And maybe we'll try the Zweihander here in a bit. We gotta do what we gotta do with this one. Let's actually see. I'm gonna try to fight this guy. Let's see if I can just get down. Oh shit. That hurt. Just ran into that guy. Just like, hey. Spin attack me to death. Yeah, I mean, as you can see, I was kind of trying to just defend against all his attacks right there for a while. And not really doing as good until I got aggressive with him. Oh yeah, the ring. Yeah, once I have 20,000 souls, I can definitely go get that ring. It's for the, I believe it's for the Estus flask, so that you'll heal a little bit more. Definitely useful. What is this? Summon sign. I can summon a guy to help me out. Looks like that guy's decked out. He's got like all the really cool stuff. I want to pull these knight guys though. Show you kind of around this. Get the attention of this sword one. Yeah, there we go. And I'm just getting fucked up today. Oh, I got his stuff, yeah. So the Lothric armor is pretty good, I like it. I think I really like the look of it, but it's really heavy. Let's just go down and fight this guy. What I like about that guy with his great shield is that he just likes to use his great shield a lot. He defends quite a bit. So, very easy to just go in there and kick him down. We're gonna go up here. And this is, you have to go in here to progress. After we beat the boss here. So, this is somebody you need to come talk to.
The wait has been long, unkindled one. I am Emma, High Priestess of Lothric Castle. Allow me to speak frankly. You will not find the Lords of Cinder here. They have left, gone, to their churning homes, converging
That's kind of a weird
at the base
way to,
of this castle.
you know,
Head
describe how you
to the bottom
speak,
of the high
is
wall,
frankly.
forge on through the great gate, and raise this banner to proceed.
Yeah, I'm in an Xbox. I just started streaming a
This
couple days
farewell
ago,
gift, it is
and
the, if you fear, then etch this and the old. And go through
we
other
have a
floor.
look. Good. So she tells you to go back down here and fight the main boss. And I have 2 Estus flasks. What the hell? Alright. I'm gonna have to get good. Get used to the game here again. Another sword guy over here. They actually have a really good sword, so I want to fight them as much as possible here. I hope they drop their sword. Just drop it. Yeah. Alright, cool. So, didn't get the sword on that one. We might farm a little bit here. There is... here. There's the crossbow. I really like the guys that have the shields. You just kick them down. Oh, and here is this guy. You can summon him to help you. This is the guy that we actually defeated back at Firelink Shrine, where we got the Uchigatana, which is it's kind of cool. You see, actually. No. Can I use? Yeah, I can do co-op right now, and I think we might try to do that. Just throw down my summon sign. See if anybody needs my help. I doubt it. Really, first boss super easy, but you never know. There is an area up here that we didn't go to, kind of on purpose here. This side here. And that guy, he's just standing in the corner, and I'd say he's just like an elite knight. He much more difficult than the other knights in this area. And they colored him different, so he has a blue cape instead of a red cape, so assuming he's the leader. Not gonna fight him right now. He's really dangerous. I would just hold off until we beat the boss, and then you have a bonfire to spawn to right at the boss area, so if you want to try to defeat him, I would just defeat the boss in this area first. Since we did defeat the winged knight down there, I feel like it's kind of safe to go and jump and grab this item. Ring of Sacrifice. Yeah, not really anything that I use, but I guess for completion's sake, just grab everything we can. Okay. Not getting anybody to join in co-op. So just gonna cancel it. Let's just go ahead and do this. I'm like at half HP. I have 1 Estus flask left. Let's just go ahead and do this boss. I don't know what I'm thinking. Typically you want to make it to the boss without losing any of your Estus, but, you know. I'm just a horrible player right now, so. Let's go ahead. Oh, Sword Master. That's the his name, Sword Master. Okay. Well, let's go. something the creators and some of the other streamers actually have watched have done some lore videos around the way that door looks, and it looks like a vagina. I don't know, you can take that to mean whatever you want, but I think it's kind of funny in a way, or maybe not funny but interesting, that like this is kind of the first true boss you face, and you know, you eventually go to that door to get to the other areas of the game. Ooh, he is really caught my one as spots here, and Swordmaster helmet. The safest way to keep the boss is just stay under him. Now he's in his second phase, which he moves around a bit more, has some different attacks. As you can see, and yeah, Air of the Fire destroyed. Thank you, Swordmaster guy. What's that say? Atrocity head and short try close range battle. That is a very good note, sir. Yes, I will rate that good. Very good note. You do want to take him out close range, and now I have a bonfire right here. I like this bonfire a lot because you come back here, go straight up here, and you can fight those knights again. It's a very good way to farm their gear if you're interested at all in getting their gear. Okay, so that's the vagina door that I was talking about. Before it opened, it looks like it. You know, it just okay. Kind of weird why they would theme this door to look like that, but like I said, creators get to kind of theme out, you know, their game however the hell they want to. And I think it signifies your birth. Like hey, you're doing good. You made it through the first area. And now you're born into the world that we're going to see here in just a little bit.
Welcome home, Ashen One. Speak.
Let's
Very
go
well.
ahead.
Then
Let's see if I can level up here. Yeah, I can level up once. Well, I'm not too far away from my required souls to get 2 levels. So I think I'm going to do that. Endurance up to 100. Good. Strength. Definitely going to need strength here. Vitality. Load. What do I want? Can never go wrong with health. But I'm running out of endurance, I think, so I'm just gonna get some endurance here.
Farewell, Ashley the
Before I spend more souls, though, let's see. Yeah, Grey Rat is down here now.
Oh, hello, and in one piece. Whatever just taught us. Do me a favor and don't give this ring to old Loretta. A nuisance, I know.
Okay, and I don't see the Zweihander in here. Maybe something that we'll pick up later. This armor right here has been in every Dark Souls game since the first one there, and you know, just really kind of standard, good to pick up here. It doesn't weigh too much, and does you know, really good has some really good physical damage reduction and that type of thing. So we might pick this up later. Now we have access to the standard arrows. Great. And if you haven't gotten a sword yet, or a shield yet, and you want to do the sword and board techniques like I've been doing, here's your first chance to buy a shield that does have the 100% physical guard absorption. So if you need it, this is where you can get it. Otherwise, the buckler is really good for parrying if you're into that. Longsword, if you want to just get the standard longsword, you can buy that here. Bastard sword, you can get that here. Spear, some of these are just like the basics, you know, he sells. So, good stuff. Good to know that he's down here and has some different items to buy.
Goodbye.
You know, we're just gonna leave. I don't need to talk to him anymore. See what we can do with the Uchi. Uchi Katana. Here we go. Okay, so I leveled the Uchi Katana up once. And I think we'll try it for a little bit. See how it feels. If it's not everything I want, then I'm probably gonna switch back. Tower key. That is something that was mentioned before by one of our viewers. To go get this right away. To get a ring. It's really good. Don't have 20k souls to buy it, and not really sure if it might be worth it to do that right now, but we might do that here in a little bit.
Ashen 1.
Anyway, I am going to actually consume some souls here. Really doesn't give me very much. Oh, there we go.
Welcome, speak. Very well, then take none.
We're gonna go with, yeah, I'm gonna get some more health.
Farewell.
Of the Boreal Valley, here we come. Okay, so we're really done with this area. I'll show you kind of some farming stuff while we test out the Uchi Katana. This is where I like to go. As you can see, pretty good. What I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna run up here, kill these guys, as I like to retreat back in here. Yeah, I'm liking the Uchi Katana actually. It's feeling really good. wreck that guy. Yeah, Titanite shard. Oh, these guys are good too. Yeah, they drop Titanite shards, which is something we're gonna need to upgrade this weapon anyway. So pretty cool. There we go. He's done. They drop a decent amount of souls too, so I mean this is just a really, I think just a really good place to farm. Farm up if you're not doing so well, or if you feel like you know, you need a few more souls, level up maybe a couple levels, pick up some better gear or something, you know. Oh, the camera was just awful right there. Boom. I think I got a counter hit on that guy. It didn't really matter, I didn't have much health left, so. Yeah. So you can just keep coming back up here, running through these guys, just killing them. Good place to kind of practice on those knights too, if you're not too good at killing them. Very easy run back to this bonfire to get more Estus and respawn. One thing I'll tell you, so I really like the sword that they drop. I'm not sure why we didn't get a drop on them, but if you're looking for a longsword, I would definitely farm them for their longsword. It is excellent. I think it's using a ton of builds. A lot of people are like, hey, this is the best sword in the game. You get it right at the very beginning. So I definitely would, if you're interested at all in using longswords, grab that. But I'm not going to use longswords. That's what I typically just always do anyway. And I really want to use some different weapons this time around. We might come back and pick it up if I'm struggling too much. But another thing we picked up, Way of the Blue Covenant. Dark Spirit threatens them, and Blue Spirit will grant them assistance. So yeah, if I'm ever invaded, which will most likely happen, yeah, maybe I get a buddy. Okay. Any items that I could use? No, not really. Okay, we're gonna raise the banner. This is kind of reminiscent of the, Dark Souls 1. You guys have played that when you finally get through Sen's Fortress, and these monsters come up and pick you up and fly you to Anor Londo. And I don't really get these creatures. I really don't understand the significance of them. Or maybe I'm just trying to read into it way too far, way too deep. But in Anor Londo, they're actually an enemy that brings you to Anor Londo, and then also you fight a couple of them. Another bonfire. Go ahead and light this here. I sometimes forget to light that. So it's kind of confusing. It's like they help you, but then they also they try to kill you too. So, item over here. Yeah, just some souls. Nothing else. As you can see, that's where we're going. We're going down here. And yeah, there's some guys down there. Let's go do it. It's like a wagon. What I want to do, all those guys wandering, I'm gonna run down here, and you can see that door open, and these dogs come out and start attacking all of those guys. So I would rather not be down there while they're just going crazy. I think the dogs just see me though, and up here try to kill me. Yeah, I think he sees me. Come on up, come on up. Right here. Favorite way to beat these guys, just let them attack you once, and they will flinch, and then very easy to just attack. Yeah. They can be kind of troublesome sometimes, I guess. Nothing over there. I think it's kind of silly. I've played this game so many times, but still don't really remember where everything is. This guy.
Please, grant me death. Undo my shackles.
So you can tell it's the guy we need to talk to, because he looks different. I mean, look at him compared to this guy right here that I'm standing here. Like, he's moving. I don't know, his clothing's kind of darker. There's kind of like a glow around him too. Am I going crazy? Anyway, talk to him.
Oh, then it's true. A champion of Ash as I live and breathe. To be in your presence is a great honor. I am Yol of Londo, a pilgrim, as you can see, only somehow I failed to die as was ordained. Well, perhaps my calling lies elsewhere. Say, champion of Ash, how does the idea of taking me into your service strike you? I was once a sorcerer. Surely I can be of use.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, sure, whatever, homie.
I should be dead. Yet you have granted I, Yol of Londo, do so.
Yo, Blondor. Kind of a creepy NPC, I think. Onward Bound. Check out the dragon down there. We eventually get to go to that area. That is much later here. And you can see down here. Oh, where you're gonna eventually go. That's why I just love the level creation in these games, man. It is just so good. They don't hide anything from you, really. I mean, as long as you look for it, they're not really hiding anything. They want to show you where you're going to be going, what you're going to be doing. But you just kind of have to enjoy the view, you know? Like, you have to, like, look at things. You can't just run through this game. They really want you to be observant of, you know, everything, which I dig. So as you can see, we were up there on the wall of Lothric, right, and the castle and all that. Now we're going deeper down. We flew, you know, those guys flew us down here, And this is just kind of, this is that broken bridge that we looked at earlier in the last video. Anyway, I'm going to stop commenting on just the area here, and let's just proceed. Open this. There's immediately going to be a new enemy that you might not... I've never seen that before. Very easy. Light that bonfire. As you see, there's another guy that just came out over there. And if you look out this window, another thing you need to be observant about. Look at that guy up there. There's a, giant. And he has a bow and arrow. He's shooting up there. I wonder what at. Anyway, another place we're gonna get to here. Backstab, easy. Worker gloves. Honestly, I feel like I could go through the entire game with this armor, you know. We'll definitely switch it up here once we get a little bit further, but I don't see a real need to get any different armor here at this point. And it is really freaking dark in here, isn't it? I did not mean to fall down there. I think it's so dark. Couldn't see where I was going. You can backstab these guys. And if you notice, they kind of look like gray rat. They look exactly like gray rat. Watch out for that guy. And there's this guy down here. Block. Uchigatana is perfect for this area because it's not a sweeping attack, it's up and down, up and down, up and down. Which is great for this. You know, I hate it when I do a sweeping attack, say with like the longsword or something, and you just hit the side of the wall. Ugh. Ruins my whole day. Cut that down. And now we're ready to go down there, and as you can see, there's just a ton of enemies down here. Metric fuck ton of enemies. Did I get everything in here? Can't remember if I did. Oh, I see. I think you're supposed to... Oh, I just jumped down again and damaged myself. I'm an idiot. We're gonna get the fire bombs back out because this area, just walk slow and they will not notice you. Red as bone. So what I like to do is I like to walk slowly around here, and then these barrels, they will explode. Throw fire bomb on them. Boom. Dead. Just whole group of enemies dead. Just like that. So I really, really like what they did here. And it's so weird I think it's so weird that they, you know, these enemies just really don't even give a shit about me walking around or being right behind them. They could give a shit less if I'm here. Oh shit, Big Mama's on me now. Don't want to fight Big Mama right this second. I want to kind of hide for a minute, then reset. Ooh, as you can see, freaking right out of the gate. Oh my god. Doing massive damage to me. Oh, you do not want to get hit by that thing either. And... oh my god. First death. First death of the playthrough. So yeah, be careful. Those guys, tough. Really didn't appreciate that, you know? That is the name of this game though. You are gonna die. And you can't be worried about dying ever. No matter how many souls you have, you will lose them. So, just get over it. Rubbish. Oh, great. That's exactly what I needed. Just rubbish. So we're gonna go ahead. My souls are right there. Didn't really lose anything. Backtrack. No worries. I'm right back. Blow up those guys. Slowly over here. Blow up these guys. Oh, I wasn't close enough for it. I think this is just kind of an area where you just gotta learn to get good here.
Oh, cleanse the bastard's curse.
I really want to get this guy down. You die. Grab some things. You do not want to get hit by her with that. Gotcha. I think their armor is really weird. It's just like really thick clothes. You know, it's not like armor. Yeah, there is some items there. We just picked up another Estus. So that's, you know, you definitely want to take these guys out and get those items. And then, you know, you could move on, and later, of course, you can just run past everything, you know, it doesn't really matter. There is a couple of guys. Oh, yep. Forgot where he was. There, that guy. This guy, come on. Worker hat. Titanite shard. Oh, yeah. I think we probably have enough Titanite to go upgrade. I'm gonna go. You know, I am really struggling with the brightness in this game right now. I am going to adjust it up. There we go. Okay. I don't like to adjust brightness too often just because it washes it all out, and I get a really creepy area. Oh, and we get to see them. God, I hate these guys. They burn really easy though. Charcoal mine rather than fading soul. Okay. So, can't open that door from this side, but up here, oh, we can just drop down through the floor, easy. And what's down here? Warrior of Sunlight. Yes. So I am definitely a sunbrow for sure. Yeah. Heal me. So we are almost to the next bonfire, so not too far away. You can tell which ones are real, you know, they just have more color to them, I'd say. Well, easy to see, but, you know, you'll be surprised. Easy it is to get caught off guard by them. Ooh, there's a guy with red eyes up here. Oh shit, I might die right here. Wow. Fuck. I need to heal. This guy has the sickles, so like he, I believe, can hit you through your shield. So be careful. Man, I just got my ass raped by them. That was even something I was expecting. I was like, yep, these guys are gonna jump out of the ceiling, and then this guy at the end of the hall, he's gonna run towards me, and you know. Ugh. Just reflect that attack and then punish. Yeah. Pretty simple strategy there. There's another one of these. Oh yeah, there's a few more of these guys that are... yeah. Yeah, I don't really care. I don't really care about these guys. I don't really wake up unless you attack them. Here's something. Yeah, you want to pick up this? Okay, yeah, some souls. Nothing really in here. I guess a safe place for retreat. There. Another one of those enemies that I died to earlier. Oh, this mallet guy. Ooh, they suck. Don't get hit too much with that mallet. It hurts. This lady does not want to come down here. These guys suck. I do not want to fight that guy right now. Not right now. Maybe later. Okay. And here's our bonfire. Oh, I love you. Love you. Yeah, going back. Going to Firelink. Got some things to do. Well, just got some things to do. Okay. So, what's this guy? Does it have a guy?
Yet to give good. The Firekeeper must be. But what do you really know about these Lords of Cinder? Let's take Ultra Right and proper cleric. Only ate so many that he bloated like a drowned pig, then softened into sludge. So they stuck him in the Cathedral of the Deep, and they made him a Lord of Cinder, not for virtue, but for might. Such as a lord, I suppose. But here I ask, do we have a sodding chance?
I think the whole point of him is he's just really supposed to put doubt into your head, you know? Supposed to say, you know, this is stupid. You know, we're not gonna do this anyway. This is way too hard. And the Firekeeper, he kind of mentions her intentions, like she's really excited that you're so full of hope to go defeat these, you know, Lords of Cinder. I like that the developers put this guy in here. It just adds that kind of social level in this game that gives you somebody to bounce ideas off of, or he's really bouncing ideas off of you, and he's kind of giving up hope. You know, it looks like he did make it to the Abyss Watchers. You know, he has their armor. He just has the chainmail headpiece, and then he's got looks like a great sword. Maybe just a normal sword. I don't know. Anyway, he's the commentary on him is that he's just like you. He's gone through and leveled up and beat the bosses up to at least the Abyss Watchers. But he cannot, for some reason, complete the mission. And he's just crestfallen. He's just depressed about it. So anyway, another NPC up here. Just talk to him. Actually, you want to be careful around this guy because you don't want to do too much of the mission here. There's another NPC later in the game that doesn't like you actually
and fast on the
doing
trail of
anything
the Lords
with him.
absconded. Then these red eyes are for you. Use them to pillage embers and briefly heighten your strength for your duty. What else are unkindled ashes? Pillage embers for briefly heighten. What else are unkindled?
Okay, he's got kind of a cool aesthetic to him, you know, like the mask, this pirate hat, you know, and his robes, kind of cool. Basically, he represents the Covenant. If you would, you know, if you want to like use the cracked red eyes to invade his Covenant, you can level up through drops that you get when you win invasions. So, not something that I do a ton. Yeah, I'm typically the co-op guy. I like to just co-op with other people online that might need help, or just to help me, you know. So I really do. I can play invasions. In some areas it's fun, you know, like where you kind of expect it. But when they catch you off guard, it's just like such a dick. You're like, oh, just trying to play the game. But I love it when I get invaded and I just ruin somebody's day, though. Oh, that's the best. So I'd say, I mean, it's fun. It's fun. It's got its ups and downs, I'd say. Okay. Anything I need to buy from her? Doesn't look like it. Get chain stuff. Might be good on other characters. If you don't have something has some good defense to it. So
just good.
What stop there. First Restus Flask, yep. And we are up to 7 Estus already. Alright. So repair equipment. Don't have anything to repair. And we can go ahead and reinforce. Ooh, I need more Titanite. I need 2 more. Get up to that level. And I definitely think it'd be worth it. You know what we might do? We might go farm. We might go farm those Lothric Knights for a bit, just to get their drop and get more souls. You know, with the Titanite shards, and hopefully find that longsword. Actually, I'm thinking I might want to show that off, just since I mentioned it earlier and said it was like the best sword in the game. So I might as well, you know, take a look at it. Longsword also just excellent choice if you just need something to go with. I would definitely recommend that. I do not have a fire gem. I have a raw gem. And look at that, 145. Is that better than 126 plus 18? Let's just do that calculation real quick. So 126 plus 18 gives me 144.
Pretty be
Only gives me
careful.
one more. One more. Because if I turn this into a raw weapon, it give me 145 damage. But with the scaling, I'm doing 144, so I'm really only getting 1 point of damage. That doesn't seem worth it to me. So we're not gonna do that. Raw damage stuff. We're gonna skip that completely. We might put it on another weapon if I want. Anyway. Oh, there is something we gotta do with Grey right here, and I wanted to show you the inventory item we got. We got Loretta's bone, old human bone, several holes bored into it. A woman's corpse in the unknown settlement was found clutching this bone. Her name was... Okay, so this is not a bone out of Loretta's body. It is a bone that she was holding. But we found her that she was dead. The title of it is Loretta's bone. It sounds like it's a bone. Like she died, and then we we found her remains, picked up one of her bones. It is not her bones.
Oh, hello, you're back and in one piece.
So we can purchase. Yeah, he still has the same stuff. Give Loretta's bone.
Heavens, she was already dead. Thank you. I'm not surprised, though. Almost a relief, really. You can keep the ring as, well, a little trinket of thanks, I suppose.
Okay.
You can keep the as goodbye. Oh, this.
So that's all he's gonna say. We do see this guy now.
This pilgrim with a debt in debt, and I never would have had you not taken me into your service. I thank you dearly for... Then shall we begin?
Draw true strength.
Bearer of the dark sign.
So he gives you levels, free levels. I think you get 5 of them. And this does affect your dark sign, like you become more hollowed. Which I don't really care. I don't really care if I'm hollow or not. Doesn't really matter. Only time I've really found it to be at all important if I'm hollow or not is for fashion souls, and then also with luck. The luck stat hollowing has an effect on. So if you're doing a luck build, then yeah, definitely important. But other than that, not a biggie. Okay, we are gonna put we're gonna put one in his dexterity there.
As I have the last, but perhaps I believe we pilgrims of London, those branded by the dark sign.
Beckon.
As I have said, but I believe those.
You can merge his items. He does sell you sorceries, and that's really all he's got, though. So each time you die, I think you can. Once you've died like 5 times in the game, you can go to him, draw out all the power you can possibly draw out, and then he will summon another. Or he doesn't summon it, but there's another NPC that comes to help you out. It has some other unique dialogues and stuff. So we're gonna talk to this guy
Fret not,
since we have a
My
boss
feet
soul.
are here, for I am a lord. Listen, this might peak. Before I was a lord of Cinder, the process of extracting and coalescing the essence, a forbidden art. That one, 'tis an art that grants powers once thought most transposing kills were lost with Corland. If thou happenst upon a transposing kill...
So, what he's saying is that once you bring him a transposing kiln, you can absolutely come back to him, give him that kiln, and he can make a boss weapon for you. Yeah.
Welcome home.
We don't have that yet.
Very well, then take no.
Alright. Yeah, more health. Always good. I like to focus on like my health and endurance. Get it up to 20. You know, for mid game. That's kind of where I like to be at. That's where I'm comfortable with it. And then after that, I just go, you know, just start leveling up the strength and dexterity up to whatever will help me out with my weapons. So, yeah. That's what I'm gonna do. So let's go ahead and I want to see if maybe this giant drops something. I think this is just like the game is loading this area, and so it doesn't let you go through this quite yet. Until it's there. Okay. Okay, it hasn't fallen yet. It's locked. Okay, so we're gonna go back to Fort. We're gonna just go farm some stuff real quick here. I hope I don't have to do too many farming runs. Hopefully it's just like 1 or 2. I'm not gonna take a whole ton of time unless it's just not dropping for me. I need to get Titanite shards, that's for sure. Getting wrecked by these guys, huh? Like I said, I like to come up here, get these guys. It's a really great area to retreat to eventually. You need to. It'll give you some space in here. Come on now. Come on, drop your stuff. Dang it. Didn't get a drop. Okay. Well, rinse and repeat. And sometimes it's just kind of the way that things go. You know, it's... You gotta fight these guys a few times for them to drop their stuff. I really do like this Uchi Katana. It is, it's pretty good. I like it a lot. Let's try not to get this so fucked up. There we go. Okay, that's how you get that whole thing done there in a professional manner. Let's fight this guy now. Backstabberino. Drop your stuff already. Wow, I thought I was gonna get a backstab on him. He does not like putting up a shield that much. Backstab. Gotcha. And they're just not dropping anything for me today. Kinda pissed. There's an item you get later in the game that helps, like, you know, you have a higher discovery chance or whatever when you defeat enemies, so they'll drop their stuff more often, but, you know, it's not until later in the game when you get that, so. Man. Alright, I'm gonna try to get this guy. Let me try it. Not thinking I'm gonna do much damage to him, and I might just pussy out and just run away. But yeah, let's just try it. Let's just try it. He's just very aggressive, and yeah, he does that. He drops something really good though. So. Down. One more of those. Done. Find gem. Refined gem. That is something that's pretty good. What is he even looking at over here? It's just like yeah, dead body, like corpses, like armor pieces. I don't know. we're not getting this sword drop, and it's kind of frustrating. And we're not getting our Titanite drops either, which is also frustrating. Thought we'd at least get one by now. Let's do one more run. If we don't get it, we're just gonna continue on with the undead settlement down there. So I think the main thing here, this guy out on the left first. Kick his shield. Run up here. Get the crossbow guy. And then come back down here. Get dead. As you can see, I've been pretty careful not to aggro both of these knights at the same time. This is just a mess, and who's got time for that, you know? Just take them out one at a time here. You know, pretty easy going, nothing too crazy. Just fighting these knights. And drop all your stuff, please. As you can see, I'm getting pretty good at finding that, like, backstab hit spot there when you get behind them. Yeah. They have a pretty, it's pretty easy to do that. I definitely recommend it. It's the best way I've found so far to actually take these guys out. Man, they are just not dropping their stuff. Come on. Hey, at least I've got a lot of souls though now. At least I've got a little bit of souls. So let's go back to Firelink Shrine here. Okay, and let's see, can we buy Titanite shards
well
yet?
met, Ashen.
Nope, doesn't look like it. That would have been nice if we could buy Titanite for her, but
Ashen
can't.
1.
Okay, what can we buy from him?
Heavens. She was already... Heavens.
Huh. He's all depressed. I can't buy from him right now.
That is what neat.
Yep, need 2 more Titanite.
Pretty be careful.
Okay. Alright guys, well I am I'm gonna take a break here. Next time we're gonna go ahead and finish up all of the undead settlement down there, and hopefully move on to the next area. And we're not too far away from the Abyss Watchers. So we'll see how it goes, but there's a lot of like NPC stuff and Covenant stuff that I'm gonna be going through on the next video. So stay tuned for that one. I'll be probably back on later today, but I'm trying to make a regular thing out of doing these videos. I'm really having a lot of fun, so hopefully you guys are too, and you're getting something out of these streams. Hopefully you get some tips out of it. You know, I know this game's been out for a while, but I still love coming back and playing it, and you know, each time I just get a little bit different gear. So anyway, that's it for now. I'll be back on a little later. Bye now.